Hi, Teresa Lego here, Stamping Up Demonstrator in Newcastle, Australia. I just thought I'd pop on and show you what we're making at our creative card classes at Bel Air this Sunday. It's called a pyramid card and it is also known as a Teepee card, and we are using basic white cardstock, Peaceful Prints Designer Series paper and some cherry cobbler, a scrap of cherry cobbler. So to get you started, what you need is 3 squares cut at 10.5 centimeters and folded on the diagonal. And so I've folded 2 already. I'll just now do that 3rd one. And the easiest way is just to fold it directly, points together and bone score. So now they're ready to be glued. And what I do like to do, I just like to line it up so I know exactly where I'm going to be placing my glue with a little pencil mark, and that just gives me a good eyeball of where to stop. And place that 2nd square there, press it down, rotate it and do the same thing on this square. Now you could use any size square. All you really need is to make sure that it is a square, not a rectangle, for this to work. So you can make them as big or as small as you like. Flip that over, and that is the basis of your card. To decorate it, we're using Peaceful Prints Designer Series paper, as I said earlier, and you need squares for that as well. And you just have to reduce the size of the square by 0.5 centimetre for your panels. And so these squares are 10 centimetres. If you were making a 9 centimetre card, square card, your Designer Series paper would be 8.5 centimetres. You don't have to use Designer Series paper. You can use plain cardboard, coloured cardboard to do it with stamped images on it. It's totally up to you. Now what we're going to do is place these squares on our card, and it's really important to work out where to place them. If you place them in the wrong spot, you end up with a different design. So that is going to have a symmetrical look like that. So this green and this red are on opposites. So as you can see there, they're opposites. If you do it the other way and place them like that, then you end up with the same design on the front. So it's totally up to you. If you want the same design on the front, that is how you place your triangles. Now it's just a matter of gluing those. Okay, now it's ready for to show you how it closes. So it closes like that, or you can have it like that. I actually want this one on top, so I'm actually going to have it folded this way, and I'm just going to draw a line there to help me with the placement of the thing that we're going to use to help it to stay closed. I tried a few different things. I tried some magnets, but the magnets that I could only find at my local store were too thick and too large. So I ended up going for Velcro. Velcro dots are great because they've got adhesive on them and they're very sticky, and all you really need is a 1/4, so they go a long way. So you're just going to line up that with the pencil mark and the edge of the Designer Series paper, and then you're going to just line up this one back on top of it. and take off that backing paper. And then close it up. And press really hard because you want that Velcro to really stick really hard to that cardboard. And that is your opening and closing mechanism. To decorate the front, we are using a piece of cherry cobbler, and that is cut out of the painted labels dies, and then a basic white circle scallop, and this is from Give It a Whirl dies, and it's really cool because you can use this part and have that glued directly on to the base and then have the circle raised up. So let's stamp the sentiment. The sentiment is from the Tidings and Trimmings stamp set. I've got that already in my stamper artist ready to go. So what I've done, I've stamped the sentiment on a piece of paper underneath. My clear sticky mat gets put in the corner. I've lined up the scallop circle, and that gives me a perfect placement for the cutout circle. And then that's stamped perfectly. Great idea for classes, or if you're making more than one card, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. I'll just close that pad so it's not in our way. Okay, now for your scallop circle, I've got some old two-way glue that Stampin' Up used to sell, and that is my preferred method of gluing die cuts. And then that just gets layered on top of that swirl die. And your sentiment is going to be raised up on dimensionals. Push those out of the way, and then that just gets put straight in the center there. That's really good. It looks lovely. It gives it dimension, and it's a standout on the front of your card. Now it's a matter of just attaching that to the front. I'm just going to use some Tombow glue. And just press that in place. Now when you go to post it to your friend, undo the clasp, and it folds down into this shape and fits in a standard sized envelope. So here is another card that I have made, as I showed you earlier. This uses some designer series paper which was from the last celebration, and it is really pretty as well. So you can purchase these products from me at teresalego.stampinup.net. Thanks. Bye.